hand your child a bite of food, and minutes later, it's still there, quietly sitting in their cheek. You've worried, you're confused, maybe even a little scared. Why is this happening? And what can I do to help without turning meals into meltdowns? Hi everyone, I'm Olga Serbo. I'm a parent and a Board Certified Behavior Analyst and licensed behavior analyst. I've spent years working closely with children on the autism spectrum disorder and with diverse developmental needs. And today, I want to talk with you about something more common than you may think: food pocketing. Now, this isn't just something I've seen in therapy room. It's something I understand personally. To be honest, even I sometimes hold food in my mouth longer than needed. Sometimes I do it to soften the texture. Other times, it's simply because I want to enjoy the taste a little longer. So, if your child is holding food in their cheek or under their tongue, let me start by saying, you're not alone. And you're not a bad parent because it's happening. Our job isn't to panic, it's to understand what's going on and to guide our children with calm, science-backed strategies that can actually work. In this video, I'll walk you through what food pocketing is and why it happens, what risks are involved, and why early support matters. I will also share 6 practical strategies that you can begin using today to make meals safer, calmer, and more successful. Let me share a quick story. A little boy I worked with named Matio used to hide food in his mouth during lunch every day at school. Sometimes it was soft food, sometimes meat. Once he held a bite of apple for over 40 minutes. His teachers were concerned. His mom was exhausted. And Mateo, he didn't really understood what the fuss was all about. He just didn't want to spit it out or swallow it. They had tried timers, pressure, even the rewards, but the behavior continued. What helped wasn't force, it was understanding. Once we realized that Mateo had mild sensory aversion to certain texture, and that he was using food pocketing as a way to avoid swallowing without drawing attention, we started gently shifting the routine. Bite by bite. With the right tools, things improved. And mealtimes, they stopped being a daily stressor. So, what is food pocketing? It's when a child holds food inside their mouth, often in the cheeks, gums, or under the tongue, instead of chewing and swallowing like usual. This can happen with all kinds of food: soft, mashed, like bread or banana, crunchy foods like carrots or crackers, chewy foods like meats or granola bars. Pocketing may seem harmless at first, but over time it can lead to serious concerns. Choking risk, tooth decay or poor oral hygiene, avoidance of eating altogether, delayed self-feeding independence. And here's what's important to remember. Food pocketing isn't a behavior that's exclusive to autism. It happens in many children and even adults for different reasons. Common causes include sensory sensitivities. The food feels sticky, too rough, or too strong in flavor. Oral motor delays. The child has difficulty coordinating chewing and swallowing effectively. Avoidance. They dislike the taste but don't want to spit it out. Comfort. They enjoy the taste or texture and want to keep it longer. Habit. Over time, the mouth becomes a storage unit instead of completing the eating cycle. No matter the cause, the goal is the same. We want to help our children build healthy, safe eating routines with compassion and consistency. So, how do we do that? Let's dive into the 6 simple science-based strategies you can start using it at home right now. Before we continue, don't forget to like this video and hit the subscribe button below. I share weekly content just like this to help you better understand your child's behaviors and feel more confident along the way. So the first strategy, use smaller bites. Start by reducing how much food your child can hold at once. Try quarter grapes instead of whole ones. Tiny cubes of bread or cheese. Mini carrot coins instead of a large chunk. You can also preload spoons or forks with manageable portions if your child tends to take too much. This reduces overwhelm and makes chewing more likely. The second strategy, prompt chewing and swallowing. Don't wait until pocketing happens. Prompt chewing throughout the meal. Try saying, chew, chew, chew. Now, swallow. Gentle visual cues like tapping your own chin or pointing to a swallow card. For visual learners, you can print out icons showing a bite, chew, and swallow sequence. This keeps expectations clear without nagging. Strategy number 3, offer sips of water between bites. Water is your secret ally. It clears out leftover food in the mouth, helps trigger the natural swallowing reflex, reduces stickiness that may cause discomfort. Make it rhythmic. Take a bite, chew, swallow, now a little sip. Use fun straws or small water cups to make it more engaging. Strategy number 4, use preferred foods for practice. Choose favorite, easy to manage foods to start building successful mealtime habits. For example, you can use smooth yogurt, soft fruit cubes, crackers they already enjoy, cheese puffs or rice wafers. Start here and only introduce more challenging textures once your child is consistently swallowing the easier food. Strategy number 5, limit the distracted eating. Pocketing often happens when kids are tuned out, not tuned into the eating experience. So try this. No tablets or TV during mealtime. Create a simple meal rule poster with visuals. Sit at the table. Eat small bites. Chew and swallow. Then play or watch TV after. You can also use a visual timer. For example, 20 minutes of calm eating before transitioning to other activities. And the last strategy, model chewing and swallowing. Children learn best by watching us. During meals, sit beside them, take a bite, exaggerate your chewing, smile and say, I chew, 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 and gone. Now your turn. Make it light. Model it often. This shows them what success looks like without pressure or correction. Let me remind you of something I wish someone had told me earlier. You are not failing because your child is pocketing food. You are succeeding every single time you notice it happening. Respond calmly. Try a new strategy. Offer support with love. This is a process, not a performance. Some days will feel like progress. Others will feel like a step back. And that's okay. Every small win matters. Every safe swallow counts. Every moment of patience is teaching something bigger than food. It's teaching trust. If this video helped you feel more confident and less alone, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone you know who may be facing the same struggle. And I would love to hear from you in the comments. Have you dealt with food pocketing before? What has helped your child the most? What questions do you still have? Because your story could be an encouragement for another parent that needs support today. Thank you for watching. Thank you for showing up for your child. And thank you for choosing understanding over fear and progress over perfection. I'll see you in the next video.